All right, so we are jumping into Perplexity AI, which is another search-based tool and resource. So if you've used ChatGPT, Claude, this is another alternative. And I've actually just gone in. So this is the step after you select to create a free profile. And it's nice kind of reading this part of it, talking about the accuracy and having the answers always be cited, because I know some of the concern and question around the other platforms like ChatGPT and others is that is that you might not be able to fully trust the response that you get, or you have to check it. You know, the question of, is this an AI fact or is it simply just a fact? So with this, we can look into potentially getting outputs and getting information that could and should be a little bit more accurate based on what Perplexity is telling us right here. So I'm going to continue, and then I'm going to continue with the free version. Just like most of these other platforms, $20 is kind of, I think, the standard in terms of the monthly fee, and you can see just a breakdown of what you get. That's a little bit different. You might notice here it says choose from, right, and lists out these, right, GPT-4, Claude 3, which again are those other two major companies and organizations. So OpenAI, who creates ChatGPT, and Anthropic, that creates Claude. This is basically saying that you're getting a system that's going to be backed by those, which gives you more access to more information, more data, because of course those are large organizations that are really putting a lot of information into their system. So ultimately, you would have access to more um, insights, which could help give you better potentially responses. So that's something to think about. Whereas with Perplexity, they have their own AI model, which is like their own pool of information or their own kind of not internet, but intranet, INTRANET, right? Internal. So they pull their all their data in and information, and they go through the process of creating like the brain basically for the platform. Whereas with the professional version, you get access to the brain, if you will, um, with these others as well. So there you go with that. And then we'll just keep going. So I'm going to continue with the free. You can use it on your phone. Here's a video just showing how you can sync up with iPhone and Android. You know, has the QR code and everything, so you can get the app. And then it gives you some initial ideas as far as like prompts that you can look into. You don't have to select any of these, so you can keep going. But this is really just to show you pretty much how the platform works, and then we'll respond and engage with you in conversation whenever you're requesting anything or prompting it. I'll skip that. So still very similar to the other platforms where you got your uh, task or toolbar on this left hand side. New threads, of course, they're going to create a a new chat right in this box here. Differences you can actually see here. It says search the internet versus some of the other ones that say, how can I help you or what are you looking for, whatever. Uh, Pretty much the same thing, just different language. So I'm going to go ahead and put something in here. Maybe I want to produce some social media content. I have a business, I have a brand. I want to maybe make some, uh, I don't know, some posts for LinkedIn. So let's do that. Uh, Create social media posts for LinkedIn representing my dog walking business called Awesome Pals. I'm just using what they gave me. I'm stealing that. All right. So then you can see here, it's going to generate for me, which is pretty nice. So I can literally kind of just take some of this right here. You can revamp it if you want, but it gives you based on some different types of content, right? Some fun and humor, some heartwarming stuff. And you can look at these, right? And it'll give you some outputs. And then you can go ahead and make it more specific or uh, individualized or custom to whatever it is that you're doing in your brand. And then it also gives us some pretty cool like images and stuff like that too over here, right? You see, it even has kind of like a little logo thing, which you can go in and generate as well. But you can kind of mess around with some of this, which is pretty nice. So another resource, Perplexity AI. I'll make sure that you have access to this as well as the document to get started, just like the others. And stay tuned for more of these supports in Green Digit Academy with Black AI Media. Peace.